my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our five in you.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and got him. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with a beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I said life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might frisk me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. You're gonna get dead.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash,
that's really necessary. Get the message like a secretary, boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator, fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters, they skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. But promise I don't give a about them, let them out anywhere, tell them they don't need nothing. Yep, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-gold hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta, I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a chat, so I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million a year, died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown, get down with a on me and a half a blame me by Sergeant Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenged with the running man. I was challenged with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. 18 wheelers in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case with the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live that they rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. See, with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, B1 and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunts. Till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny. Till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody want to hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Trying to put 6 wheels on the railroad bar. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new hover. You know that now come with us and down. We dodge a steady deck and clown. We chase the meal so we can put that down. Top but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Caught that line, you getting beat. Real what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. Better watch it, partner, you from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what I
I seen the best of them, jammed up. 25 to life in the can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
When you got dumb cake up in the say that they be waiting for you in the bushes with the duct tape up and down the
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We won't back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something. We don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Tax, shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Yeah. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Drip. Game after game, you can bet it off. Game. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Range. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah. Hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah. We gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah. And I spin a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Lock down. Bust down the skeleton fossil. Bust down. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Gone!
Now back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Thirteen.
Now Foles. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Foles. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Foles. Left side, caught by Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Play action here on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Detroit!
Now it's shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead the third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. And Matthews has it right side. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Powering his way forward. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, 7 goals, 7 goals. My God. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Detroit!
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going to try and throw. Johnson jostles free. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Check 43. Slam.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And this is hauled in by Matthews. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Johnson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Foles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got three. Let's go. Tight end right. Five down. Stand up in. Hey, here we go. I got you.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
1.
Here's Foles. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
1.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Packers get set to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Receiver. Hey, Silver. Let's go.
Foles. Now he's forced out left. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll drop the throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now Thomas. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Johnson running left. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Play was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up,